I did have enough wood chips to come through here, and I've doubled the width of this, so I'm going to rake it down a little bit. I think that yeah, just enough to fluff it up a little. It really don't need it, I'll tell you, because where I run that thing, look at there, just loose as it can be. I got to thinking the reason I use that so much is because I used to have big piles of this stuff. I'm not too worried about big piles of it today. I'm just worried about getting it leveled down just in case it was to start raining or something. And that's my biggest concern. And that really ain't a concern, because when I get this leveled, what I intend to do is wet it down. I just don't like high spots and low spots in my garden. No, I just don't like high spots and low spots. That's my main concern. It's almost 90 out here today. Get me a bandana right quick, maybe a towel. I can feel her starting to pour. Now this wood chips here is a little moisture in that first run. Put in there. I'm just putting this on here to just have a little footage of the second run of chips here. It feels so much better to be in here walking on these chips. I'll knock this down. This don't have to be perfect right now, but then when I get ready to plant something, we'll string this off. And once we string it off, get ready to plant, then we'll level it down a little bit more as we're planting. There's some grass. Let's see if there's any roots on there. Well, it broke off, so we won't worry about it. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, right there. There we go. That's exactly what we don't want. That's Johnson grass. We don't want to put none of them roots in here for sure. No, sir. No Johnson grass. It sure does make it easier on you when you're trying to grow stuff and you're not devoting the biggest majority of your time to fighting weeds. We'll have something growing in here in a day or two. We will. You bet we will. When I get this leveled, then I'll do it one more time to get that final touch on it. Had to wait today till it cooled down a little. She was warm out here. Now, I used to bring this stuff in. When I brung it in, I'd bring it in a dump truck. And it was quite a bit more challenging to rake everything down when you had big piles of it. A considerable bit more challenging. When I get this raked down, maybe tomorrow, I'll probably turn the well on, wet this down, if they ain't giving no rain in the near future. Because if I want to grow something in here, I've got to get this moist. You'd be surprised how much moisture it will draw out of the air of the night. This stuff's like a sponge. It sucks her up. There's another big Johnson grass root hiding. See, I pull that out of there. I'll show it to you. I'll come down there and show you this booger. Like you already don't know what it is, but this right here. This is Johnson grass. And you see the root coming out here and here at every joint. Every joint has got roots coming out. And like here's where it's been cut into. You plant this right here, and you've got Johnson grass. You plant that, and you got more Johnson. And that stuff's brittle. It snaps with no problem. Lay it out there and let the sun bake that stuff. You don't want that in your garden, because, man, let me tell you, in these wood chips, it runs like a snake under there. It'll run. Just smoothing it down, filling in a little low spot here and there, and trying to get her ready to plant something. It's getting late in the year, but I just want to show you how you can plant in fresh wood chips. Plant something, you know. I don't know how they'll do. Got a pretty good idea though, but I don't really know how it'll do. Stuff's a pleasure working. Once you get her down where you think it needs to be. Goodness gracious, boy. It's still in the 80s. And once you get her pretty well leveled, you can go through here. Just like that. Lay pretty good rows off. And you get this down, you can start going through and just skimming it like this right here. You just skim it, the top of it. Once you get it smoothed down, and all them longer pieces of wood that has a tendency to hang in your rakes like this right here. I believe mosquitoes eat me up. And I always just done this and just kept on raking them and getting the big stuff out and take it to the edge and just dress it right along the edge. It's like that. So I wound up with 2 rows through here. And I don't know how wide, to tell you the truth. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20 feet. Wound up being about 20 feet wide. And I don't know how long. I need to get a tape measure and measure that, just to find out exactly how big this is. But the kind of the ironic part of this is where I've got these wood chips now is in the general vicinity of where I started my garden in 2011 here, and I used straw. I used straw to start it, and it's right close to the same vicinity. Anyway, straw's good to use too. So, we got this rake down, and that'll be all we'll do here today. Just wanted to let you see the other side that we done. I'll take you back down here a little ways. We'll see what's going on down here. I don't like working in this heat. I really don't. I really don't like working in all the heat that goes along with this. Now, cats, I have surely warned you. After all the work that I put in this, I'm not going to have cat crap in my wood chips. So, good advice would be to stay out of here. That would be my advice. Whew. All right. You know, I've got a hairy mess in here to contend with, but if I don't get it, I'm sure Jack Frost will. He takes care of stuff like that pretty good. So down there, just like I said, that was about 20 foot wide. It's wider than I thought it was, to tell you the truth. And I've got enough wood chips down there, I believe, to finish over to the corn. But I'm going to leave that buffer area in there. I'm in no hurry to get that done. I can do that this fall or whenever. I'd like to get it done this fall, or where this stuff can lay here and work this winter. And I can come on over here a little bit. But I'm quite satisfied with what I've got here. And I can grow a lot of food easily in this wood chipped area here of the garden. Anyway, that's all I got today, so I'll show you some more. I don't even know if we can get anything out of this or not, but that'll be it today.